Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I got some interesting news here coming from the Ukrainian side, who's kind of complaining that the Russians are using some weapons that seem to be very effective. So let's see what's going on here. We have this article from Ukrainska Pravda from today, July 7th, 2022. This is the title. Russians attacking positions of Ukrainian air defense with air-to-surface missiles. So armed forces of Ukraine are actively resisting. Okay, let's see how you resist. The Russian army is using anti-radar air-to-surface missiles to try to destroy positions of the Ukrainian air defense, but the armed forces of Ukraine are actively resisting. So, and I'm quoting, this comes from the Ukrainian Air Forces Command. The opponent keeps using anti-radar missiles of the air-to-surface class of the X-31P and X-58 types against anti-aircraft rocket and radio engineering subdivisions of the Air Force of Ukraine on different fronts. Remember the different fronts? Now I have an article where it says it's only one front. To try to destroy the positions of our air defense. The Ukrainian air defense is talking all countermeasures so these missiles do not hit their targets. And this gentleman also, his name is Ignat, also stated that on July 6th, the air defense of the Air Force of Ukraine destroyed 2 Kalibr cruise missiles launched by the occupiers at Southern Oblast from the Black Sea area. The combat aircraft bombers and attack aircraft of the air forces of Ukraine hit Russian positions on the east and south front from the air. Thus, on Wednesday, Ukrainian aircraft destroyed Russian ammunition storage facilities, 2 command points, and up to 10 armored vehicles and manpower. So, I don't know why these guys are so why they will mention this. It's like it's illegal or something, and they adjust to that. Well, is this because of the because the Russians were able to hit those 2 HIMARS American multi-launching missile systems? Is that what it is? Which Ukraine um, denies? I'm not certain about that, but probably they just prepare. As I said before, this is the way it works. When, let's say, I'm using now the Ukrainians being the receiving end. So let's say the Ukrainians are being bombarded or destroyed or pushed back in today. Well, they will report something today as to prepare you for this news. They will say, well, some incident occurs over there, occurred. They, let's say, they destroyed some anti-missile systems, let's say, whatever, anti-air defense missiles systems. So let's say the Russians did it, they will say, well, the Russians are using that, but they're not very successful. And in 3 days, you find out that indeed the Russians were able to do that. That happens both ways. But nevertheless, I don't know, well, if this is a big development. And besides, if you use air-to-surface missiles, that means you have them. And if I remember correctly, it was the UK's intelligence services reporting that the Russians are running out of their missiles, and that was in April. About mid-April, they said they ran almost of their own all missiles that they have. And by my calculation, I said, okay, that's about 80%. How much more they might have, and they should have been done by mid. And I was liberal in that, not conservative. I said middle of May, mid-May, they would be done, and we were not in July, and they still have them. So yeah, they're still, the production probably is up, but still. And then almost every month, the UK's uh, intelligence services reported that the Russians are running out of missiles or the modern missiles and use the, I don't know, First World War rockets or something. Anyway, not rockets, but you know what I mean. Just old stuff. And the Russians are keep hitting them with caliber. They use all kind of weapons. And now they're claiming that these guys are using air-to-surface missiles. Now, which one is it? I mean, I know those guys are just exaggerating or try to making a little bit of you know supporting the Ukrainians by saying, "Oh, they're almost done," but they're not done. I mean, these guys were ready, and I think we're ready for something bigger than 4 months of fighting in Ukraine. And it's not like they send daily 3,000 rockets. It's like you hear about 5 or 7 or 8. I mean, even if that would be the case, let's say to run out of the missiles, you wouldn't hear this kind of news anymore. Okay, they're out. They use the Soviet era rockets. Okay, so what? That means they hit a target, so I don't have to use my modern ones. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just figuring maybe they're running out. But then you hear, oh no, they got some more. Oh, they got some submarines in the Black Sea. Oh, they got some caliber armed ships in the Black Sea ready to, hit us in the southern Ukraine. You keep hearing about this, but then they tell you that they don't have it. The Russians don't have it anymore. Nevertheless, we'll find out soon if those the Ukrainian air defense is damaged or not by the Russians' air-to-surface missiles, and probably in about 5 days. What happened today, we'll find in 5 days. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.